Hi everyone and welcome to the Audiophiles. I am Steve. Thank you again for joining me. Exciting episode. I just got this from overseas, been waiting on it for a while. I got it from the MoFi and Audiophile Buy and Sell Club on Facebook. If you haven't joined, please join. Amazing deals there. You're going to get some great things from some of the members that are listed there. So please join the MoFi Audiophile Buy and Sell Club. It's awesome. So what do I have today? I am so excited to show you this. This is a Classic Records, a sealed Classic Records Led Zeppelin IV, I guess the Untitled album. One of my all-time favorite Led Zeppelin albums and one of my all-time favorite albums. This is one of my grails, being a Classic Records pressing, and it's sealed. So today I'm going to unseal it, I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to compare it to my Led Zeppelin IV 1973 Canadian reissue and let you know the differences. So I am so excited today. And guys, if you haven't already, as you know, I think I'm up to 350 subscribers. I want to get to 1,000, and when we get to 1,000, I'm going to be giving away the Beatles Abbey Road 3 LP box set. So subscribe now, get that done, and let's get started. I'm so excited. Well, I know you guys want to see me unseal my Classic Records Led Zeppelin IV, but before we do that, I wanted to give a quick history lesson on the company itself, Classic Records. Now, Classic Records was formed by Charles Hobson and Ying Tan in January of 1994. The company reissued and specialized in audiophile LPs, where they used their own custom-built tube-based mastering equipment. All of their releases were always mastered and cut using the original master tapes or best possible sources. Classic Records they started to press on 180 gram vinyl until September of 2001. This is when they switched to 180 gram Quiet X SV or Super Vinyl. And this is also where they started putting that iconic Quiet X SV label or sticker on all of their albums. Then in July of 2002, they introduced the 200 gram flat profile Quiet X SV or Super Vinyl P, which was hand pressed. And by the way, I didn't mention this, all of Classic Records vinyl were pressed at the RTI plant. Then Classic Records introduced something called Clarity Vinyl. Now, this is where they removed all the carbon from the vinyl to even make it that much more quieter. It's something that you've probably heard about through Analogue Productions. They're using their current Clarity Vinyl formula is being used in the latest Miles Davis UHQR pressing that just was released. Now, also, all of Classic Records mastering was typically done at Bernie Grundman Mastering by Bernie Grundman himself or Chris Bellman. Now, in 2010, Classic Records, all of their assets, including all their past stampers or lacquers, were purchased by Chad Kasem's Acoustic Sounds. Now, I find this interesting because if Acoustic Sounds do have all the metal parts, maybe one day they can reissue Led Zeppelin, something I've talked about in my previous videos. That would be incredible. You're probably thinking, get on with this, Steve. Let's go unseal your Zeppelin IV, man. Come on. I'm going to do that. Here it is. Kind of cool. You can see here it says classicrecords.com. Remember the sound, if you can see that right there. Has a little peel here sticker, so I'm going to peel that right now. Totally sealed, as you can see, and it's in mint condition, absolutely mint condition. This album, I am really impressed. So the sleeve itself, wow, 100% mint. So I'll peel it. You guys can watch me do it. I can grab it. There we go. It's coming off. right off. Now, I'm probably going to keep this sticker. There we go. Okay. Packaged tightly in there. Back, there's the front. As you can see the back. Now, it is your classic gatefold, like all the other Zeppelin IVs. Now the money shot. What's it look like inside? What's inside actually? Let's have a look what we have inside here. So, comes with some liner notes, list of all the songs. And then it comes with win a free Classic Records test pressing. Hey, wonder if I fill this out, what would happen? So that's kind of cool. And then the record. So in case you've never seen a Classic Records repress or reissue before, it pretty much looks the same as any other Led Zeppelin pressing. You're going to have the Atlantic label on it. I'll use my trusty cloth here. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect piece of vinyl. I am going to spin this. I'm going to compare it to, like I said, over my shoulder here, my 1973 Canadian pressing reissue. I will spin this a bunch of times. I'll spin the 73 reissue a bunch of times, and I'll get back to you. And I'm excited to hear this sounds. Well, I finally got to listen to both of my copies. And I will tell you, compared to my 1973 Canadian pressing, you can see behind me, this Classic Records copy, I'm assuming Grunman did a flat transfer. I mean, this sounds superb. You can really hear John Bonham's drums. You can hear his bass, the bass drum. The cymbals are clear. Oh man, you know, everything about this album, I mean, it is superb. I always thought my old 73 reissue Canadian sounded great, but compared to this one, unbelievable. I guess I'm still speechless. It really does sound as close to what I think it would have been like being in the studio. So I don't have a UK pressing, you know, first pressing UK of this one. I'm sure that one does sound great as well. If anyone does, write in the comments below. But man, oh man, did they do a great job of this one. This just gets me more excited, hoping that maybe one day, and we all know that Analogue Productions has the metal for all of the Led Zeppelin pressings. If they can come out and reissue it, holy moly, that would be amazing. So guys, if you can pick up this copy, I highly recommend it. I can't even, I'm almost speechless. It is that good. I listened to it all morning. Wow. All I can say is wow.